Hey guys, so Megan's back.
I'm back.
Hey, so we're gonna get the rest of the week with Megan, and we'll just see what happens the following week. You guys know how it is. Also, the Kickstarter is in the last final hours. If you're interested in it, get it, because you're probably not going to be able to get it.
Quick.
It's actually done so much better than what I ever could have expected, so we'll definitely do more stuff like this in the future. But look, links down below to all that. I'm sure you guys are sick of us shilling, but it's kind of what we gotta do, okay, guys? It's gonna be over since you won't. We'll be back to model shut the links soon enough. But anyway, look, let's do something a bit more legion-justin. And so we're going to do something about Redditors.
I need to get my anger out somewhere, guys. Let's get it out on Redditors.
Let's get it out on Redditors, but not just Redditors. Redditor teachers. So I think there's a special place in hell for, per teachers.
Yeah.
Don't give me... let's just get into this, and we'll see what we're working with, and we'll just work from there. Does that sound good? Let's do this.
Sorry, but it really is the kids. Yeah, it's their behaviour. A great group? Yes. Please. Poorly behaved, anti-teacher punks. No, not anymore. I won't do it. You say teaching is a calling? It's not. It's a job. I'm a professional and there's not enough money in the world to spend all days with ingrates.
I mean, I couldn't be a teacher. I'll be honest with you.
I could be a teacher for young kids. But you see, whenever they hit past 13, they just get into that wee 13-year-old asshole.
No, I think I could do 18-year-old. I think I could do
No, I could do kids.
No, I couldn't.
Don't give me the ones that chat back and
See, the problem is, I come to think, I can't actually say what I was going to say because we got a word in last time I said something like that.
Well,
you know what? Okay, let's.
Teaching is a calling for some, but certainly not for me. If we only hired people for whom teaching was a calling, there wouldn't be many teachers. Folks need to recognise this reality. Totally. I've been successful as a teacher, but not because I'm good at it. Most kids like me, and I've been teaching a long, long time, so I'm experienced and have developed coping strategies.
I mean, I've made some teachers cope.
By coping strategies, I mean lean heavily on edibles and pop pills.
I mean... You know what, it's a give and take relationship. Definitely there's horrible students out there. But so let's imagine all the teachers in the world. Let's say there's 10 of them. I think 1 out of 10 are actually good people that mean the best. There's 4 that are kind of okay.
They're there just to get the money.
They teach it, and then the other 5 should just be fired.
Yeah,
they should not be. They should not be anywhere near them. Basically, and that's my views on the matter.
I get it.
But we're gonna go a bit more into it. There's some really weird stuff here, so it only gets worse. Let's just keep going, will we?
I'm seeing changes in the way young children play. I'm interested to know if my fellow educators are also experiencing this as well, including teachers of older students. I've been a teacher of young children, pre-K, for over 30 years. It seems to me that there are a great number of children who don't know how to play anymore. During free choice times, there are a variety of materials available to them. Blocks, vehicles, art centres, puzzles, Play-Doh, dollhouse, dramatic play areas, etc. I also rotate materials frequently, but even when we provide direct modelling and examples of how we use the materials, the kids don't seem to know how to play. Not all, of course. There are some that have no trouble. They wander around with a blank expression and say things like, I don't know what to do. Don't you have a tablet with games?
Oh my god.
What am I supposed to do with this stuff? Just as an aside, when they do engage with the materials, it's inappropriate. It goes straight to violence. They play things like Siren Head, Huggy Wuggy. Google those. They're freaking creepy. I've seen the Huggy Wuggy.
I looked up Siren Head. It's just like a creepypasta thing.
Yeah.
It's just yeah.
Or The Walking Dead, etc. I've had to close centres down because they just won't stop. Anyhow, my theory is that because of the amount of screen time in their home lives, they are constantly being entertained. So when they're left to their own devices, they just seem to flatline with no idea what to do. This makes me so sad. Anyone else experiencing it?
Yeah.
I get it.
You know what? To me, what this is the Kuffinen. I would argue it's all about...
There's nowhere to go. You couldn't go to your house.
Exactly, and
I know.
The amount of development that happens in these short years
are key.
Yeah, key. And you can't mess them up. If you mess them up, the chances of being able to fix them are very slim. It's very hard to fix them once going forward.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's been around some sort of kids. I know my niece and nephew, one's 9 and one's 6, and if they aren't constantly entertained at all times it's, I'm bored. And then they sit up on the sofa with their phones.
I know.
And play crappy games.
No, the worst.
I have like activities and all to do, and they're like, no, I just want to sit here. It's like, right, okay,
fine. It's a really weird one. I really do think what happened with all those lockdowns and stuff is the ultimate example of a dying society, and the fact that people didn't understand how bad they would be on children is absolutely ridiculous. These lockdowns, how much can you talk about this before you get James, shut up, before you end up getting the hot bother?
Also, I think it's a lot to do with the parents of the kids.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Just in the sense of, I know whenever I was a kid, my parents didn't play with me much.
Yeah,
I played with myself or with my sister. We made our own games, but we didn't have the same like entertainment screen time of what kids nowadays have. So now that we entertained ourselves that much, that whenever it gets to like us raising our kids, we don't know what to do.
Yeah,
because we never had that adult interaction playtime that they expect us to do.
Where could you go with that? I would argue, what I think the cause is again, it's an outward sign of a second-hand society, choosing to cannibalise your own children for the sake of protecting people that,
I know.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're over the age of 50, yeah, stay in your house, don't come out. There you go. Anyone under the age of 50?
My biggest thing is I like to get Aussie out as much as possible instead
around
of in
as
the
many
house.
kids as you possibly
Around
can.
as many kids, out in the playground, out at soft plays and swimming, wherever. I just like to get them out of the house because that's what I was used to when I was a kid. I was out all the time.
It just gets worse, guys. Let's keep going, will we?
Stop promoting illiterate children. I just don't know what to do anymore. I teach 4th grade in
What is that to
I don't
Americans?
know what 4th grade is.
Is that like, I don't know. Okay, let's just keep going.
I teach 4th grade in a low-performing school, and I can't keep going back to pre-K and kindergarten level work for the kids who can't read. We're supposed to be analysing text, and yet, here I am still teaching kids what sound the letter W and Y make. I'm not a kindergarten teacher, and I don't have the time or patience to keep going over these skills with some kids.
And again, look, that's the ultimate example of teachers don't have the time. It's like, the classrooms are too big.
Well, she's in a low-performing school.
Yeah.
So, which makes sense to me is that you should have the time to be able to work with these kids.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah. See, I think this is the biggest problem with school as well. It's not there. It's horrible for the people at the high end and the low end of the spectrum. Because
people at the high end need more stimulation, and the people at the low end need more help.
Yeah, exactly. So therefore, school only works very well for the people in the middle. And the people on both other ends of the spectrum are hurting because of that.
Yeah.
And whenever they are teaching, they have to go at a certain pace. Mm-hmm. And if the people that can't keep up, they fall behind, and then they get further and further behind. Mm-hmm. And then they never catch up, and that's how you end up with adults that are just straight up illiterate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you end up with kids that could have done so much better, just coast by. And their ability is squandered.
Yeah. Schools need to start holding kids back when they can't read or write and bomb state tests. When do we stop doing that? Or is it just my district? Why do we have 8th graders reading at a 2nd grade level? I'm in my 2nd year teaching and I'm already over it. Maybe you should. Maybe moving to a district where the kids are at a grade level would help. But in all honesty, I've had Korean students who could read better than my native English speaking class. I just needed to vent a little while we're on our break. I'm not looking forward to returning at all. The district requires us to spend all of our time helping the kids who can't read, while the kids who are at the grade level get neglected. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying.
Essentially, yeah.
It just isn't fair to the students or teachers who set them up for failure.
Yeah, and the thing is, as well, it's not just parents; it is also adults. And the thing is, I find there's a lot of.
But I think that can be a lot on the parents as well.
Oh, most definitely. I think parents are just to blame on this. I would argue almost more so. They don't even think, you know what? Maybe we need to teach the child something.
Don't get me wrong. I've said this to James.
Oh, we're going to get into so many fights.
Many fights. I've said this to James, and I've said this to many people. Whenever Ozzy starts school, he is not doing homework.
Yeah, not doing it.
Who goes to work, works 8 to 9 hours a day, and comes home and does more work, and then they only have an hour before they go to bed?
Yeah, no.
You don't do that in your normal job. Yeah. And I'm not going to expect my kid to do that, so he's not doing homework until it comes to actual exam work where it counts towards their grade.
Yeah,
up until they're about 14, it doesn't count to their grade.
Yeah.
So then he'll do his homework, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be working with my child at home.
No.
Ozzy's not even a year and a half and we read to him all the time. He's
on.
obsessed with books. We read to him all the time. We have flashcards we work with him. Anything that he does. How many's this? How many's that? What colour's this? We work with him constantly all the time. But that's what you should be doing as a parent anyway. If my child's going into nursery at age 3 to 4 and doesn't at least know how to count up to 10.
Work with them. Spend a bit of time with them.
It's just spending time with your children.
Yeah, spend some time with them. And again, it's different whenever, people have learning disabilities. That stuff happens. But I do think
even
work.
Then, if it turns out, let's say Ozzy has dyslexia or something like that, it just means I'm going to work with him in a way that suits him.
Yeah.
In a way that he connects with, but that's...
How many schools are able to actually provide this?
Exactly. But then but then the parents should be putting it all in the schools, they should be taking it on themselves.
Yeah. I mean...
Because it's your job as a parent to create a well-rounded human being.
Well, I honestly do think I'm going to suffer from, I think the sun shines out of his hole at all times. I'm going to have a little hard time.
Yeah.
I think that is going to be a bit of a personal flaw.
But he's not doing homework, absolutely not. My child's going to come home and play.
Yeah.
And spend time with his family.
Yeah.
What if it is the kid? I've heard so many ex-teachers say, it's not the kids, I love the kids, etc. But I'm considering leaving my school at the end of my contract. And for me, it absolutely is the kid. I'm an elementary school teacher, and I've lost my voice trying to talk over the kids on a regular basis. No matter how many times I sit down at the front of the room and work out consequences to their actions, it just doesn't work. It doesn't help that discipline is non-existent. I'm not allowed to give them lunch detention or take away their recess because it's not fair. I'm only 23, and as far as I can recall, when I was in school, I was taught that actions have consequences, and life isn't fair. Since I can't give the kids any meaningful consequences, they just walk all over me at any turn, and can't do anything about it. Don't even get me started about emailing home to parents. I've tried that. It feels like every parent thinks they've raised a second coming or something.
Okay, that might be me. Okay, I'm not. That is going to be a character flaw.
Yeah. It feels like every parent thinks that they've raised the second coming or something because I get told somehow I'm wrong no matter what. Not to mention, if I email home to a parent every time, I should be sending 20 emails a day. Obviously, it's not only the kids, but it's a combination between them, a disconnected administration, and parents that would let their kids get away with murder if it meant they didn't have to take accountability. I've always wanted to teach college, and now after this, I'm not even sure if I want that. I can't help but feeling a bad person.
Honestly, though, I don't know. See, the thing is, for me, and I came across so many horrible teachers. I think I had maybe 2 or 3 teachers that I think were genuinely really good. Mm-hmm. And then mix of something in between. But see, the ones that were truly bad, they were bad. They were, you know what I mean? And that's when, and I'm sure all you guys have definitely had one of those.
Yeah.
And it's just oh my god, it's like...
But the difference is with us joking, we're going, Ozzy, the sun's going to shine out of Ozzy's arse, we're going to put him on a pedestal, but we're not. I'm going to be far more wary of teachers than what our parents' generation was.
Oh yeah, because I think definitely them ones, they definitely just listen to them. See, this is the problem I've got. Listen to authority figures, listen to this, listen to that. It's
no,
I don't know.
No.
I think you
if you feel like they're doing wrong, do you say?
Do you I think this is what brought
me. And then if they have a problem, let them take it up with me.
This is what came to me.
I know fine right. I'm going to be in the playground having fair digs with teachers. Yeah. And I'm going to be like Miss Trunchbull with one of the teachers, swinging them back by the hair. Don't touch my child.
I know, but again,
I would love to do homeschooling, but at the end of the day, I really want them to get into school to be able to socialise with kids. That's the only thing.
I think that's honestly the only
thing that's stopping me doing homeschooling.
Yeah, it's the socialisation aspect.
Yeah,
but
because it's so important. It's so important to kids, and
also let's be serious. It's more important to actually be social in work than it is to actually be competent in your job.
And it's important for them to go into places and get into trouble, get into mischief. It's important for them to do that stuff.
I know, come on.
Break boundaries. Don't break boundaries with me because I'll tell you off. Yeah. But break boundaries with your teacher and then I'll deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys, sorry for interrupting your video, but I'm sure you've already heard by now that we have our first ever Kickstarter up and live. It's the Gas Station Tabletop Role-Playing Sourcebook. It's got this many days left. I don't know how many days is left, but this is how many's left. It's a one-off print. So once this Kickstarter's finished, we don't intend to do another print.
unless there's overwhelming numbers of people that really, really want it, we intend this to be a one-off thing. We might print it again in like 3-4 years' time.
Who knows? But if you're interested, you can check out the video link below that's showing everything in it and everything you need to know about it. Thank you so much for your support and everyone that's pledged so far, and let's get back to the video. And today's lucky winner is this guy. Well done! Well done! To claim your prize, just send an email to neckbeardiacontact@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the video. What grade do I teach again? 3 parents called for moaning. Daddy.
What?
And grab ass. Wait, what? 5 kids in ISS.
I don't know what that is.
After school. I don't know. 5 kids in ISS for vaping nicotine in the bus. Now, my niece, who's 9.
Yeah.
There's ones in her class who vape.
No way.
She's 9 and she says there's ones in the year below her who vape, like 8. It's ridiculous.
No way, Megan.
Ask her.
No.
Ask her. Next time she's around, you ask her.
Right, I will ask her next time because that's insane.
And then the wee boy who lives around them, who plays with
the younger
one.
Yeah.
His wee friend, he's only the same age as him, 6, 7. He vapes.
No, he does. That's insane, Megan.
He vapes, James. What is this about? Who is selling these?
Yeah, how did they get their hands on them?
Who is selling these?
Like, to be fair, I started
smoking.
I smoked quite young. I started smoking about maybe 13, 14.
12, 13.
I was about 13, 14 when I first started smoking. There was a taxi depot, and they sold
they sold cigarettes.
They sold
to anyone.
Literally fucking anyone.
So you went in, you were about 2 foot tall, and like, hello, Mr. Taximan, can I have some cigarettes, please?
It doesn't help that all the taxi companies are run by like parental here. So like, you know. Well, anyway, look, that's insane to me.
I know 5 kids in ISS for vaping nicotine on the bus. An expulsion hearing tomorrow for one caught smoking weed in the school bathroom.
Right.
Another referred to counselling because they also smell like weed and make frequent bathroom trips.
I teach 5th.
I teach 5th grade.
Right, I'm googling. Like,
what's 5th grade?
What age is 5th grade? Hold up, guys. 5th grade is 9 and 10. That's
her age.
Jesus
I'm telling
Christ.
you. Sounds about right. I teach 5th grade too. We were recently advised that we need to have eyes on the kids at every second on upcoming field trip. Because we don't need anyone getting pregnant.
Oh my god!
What?
Jesus!
What? I'm applying to the lower elementary on Friday for next year. Give me the innocent little ones again, please. Can't confirm. I teach 7th and had a student with an 18-month-old kid.
Oh my god.
7th grade?
Right, hold on. Let me get back up again. 7th grade is 11, 12.
With it 18 months?
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You know what the thing is as well? Like, let's be serious. Like, see...
You know what it is? And I'm putting it out there. TikTok.
Yeah, honest to God.
Fucking TikTok.
You know what?
See the amount of shit that I see on TikTok.
I've got this.
And then all the kids that I know, like the young kids, they're all doing TikTok dances and they're like swaying their hips. And I'm like, stop it!
Yeah.
Stop it!
Yeah, gonna have a Locky in the shed.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly though, like, okay, so there's a lot of talk about, everyone knows TikTok's owned by the Chinese, yeah? I heard this argument the other day and I thought it was really interesting, and it was an argument for banning TikTok, or not even just ban it, even just a forced buyover. What would it be okay if during the Cold War, like say the 1970s, 1980s, you let your TV programs be controlled by the Chinese Communist Party?
Imagine that.
And think of it like this, right? The Chinese... So it's owned by the Chinese. They also have their own version of TikTok, but they promote very different things on their TikTok. They promote stuff like education, learning, national pride, all that sort of stuff.
I'm sorry, the amount of nonsense on TikTok.
Fuck me, it's ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Do you remember that one? This was a while back. It's like kids were being groomed by fucking chicken nuggets on Facebook. Jesus Christ.
The amount of nonsense on TikTok.
The other big thing as well with TikTok is... The Chinese don't even need to make their own propaganda. All they need to do is increase the likelihood of certain videos being watched. So they don't even...
Well, they can just promote that.
Yeah. Let's be serious. Finally, they've got at the back end. Everyone knows what it's like with YouTube. YouTube trending. Everyone knows YouTube trending's handpicked.
Yeah.
Therefore, what's to say that there's anything different with TikTok?
I'm putting it all down to TikTok.
And
also because of TikTok,
honestly,
you have far less attention span.
Oh no, TikTok and normie vlogger type YouTubers. Yeah. Let's be serious. There's some really good stuff on YouTube.
They hardly even watch YouTube anymore.
No, they don't.
Kids really do.
They don't have the attention span for it.
So they either watch TikTok or Instagram Reels.
I don't think we'll be able to do videos like this in like 10 years' time.
Not even. Because TikTok's taken over, and who are the people who are on their phones constantly because they have no responsibilities? Kids, like teenagers, young adults, like them. But the ones who are getting older have jobs, have families, have other responsibilities they need to take care of, so they don't have time to sit down and watch a 20 to 30 minute video. Even at night, bloody tired.
Even my normie friends, I think they're watching more and more TikTok.
I watch TikTok.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one of the few people that I know that.
Yeah, I watch. Well, you watch TikTok for spotting videos and
videos. I would watch that. So that'd be like once a week or once a month.
I watch TikTok like constantly. Well, not constantly. I've got a child.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Because it's quick, I can watch a couple of videos of that and then go to bed.
Yeah.
Instead of like sitting down and committing to a video, it's just a new form of entertainment.
There's something really fucking scary about TikTok, and I can't quite put my finger on it. And the worst thing is,
hold it has over these kids.
The worst thing about TikTok is, to most boomers and to most parents and to most adults, it's just like a kind of cringy app that the kids dance on, and that's about it.
But the thing is, people are buying phones for their kids now at like 8, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's insane.
I don't get that.
No, don't let go.
I don't get it.
Let's keep going. We've got a few more posts to go, and it just gets more depressing.
This is the first generation of students who have less tech skill than their parents.
Yeah.
Can't save a file, can't type more than 10 words per minute, can't navigate a dictionary, can't search Google effectively, can't even troubleshoot the most basic of computer issues. But hey, they can download and use apps so good.
Yeah. Honestly, I think we're seeing that more and more. And that's one thing. Like, so I was talking to Megan about this because whenever Ozzy's a wee bit older, like, you know, should we get him will we get him a console or will we get him a PC? And I'm leaning on, I would rather get him a PC.
I'd rather get him a PC.
Just so, even if he's just using a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, but he's going to have, well, because we're at the advantage, we've got the 2 computers.
Yeah.
We don't even need to get him his own, like he can play on
mine or
whatever.
Megan's or whatever.
But, you know, it'll teach him the basic skills of computers.
Yeah.
Where most kids don't have that.
It's kind of spooky. So again, them same kids you were talking about, they're amazed by our computer games. So they think it's like
the coolest thing ever. It's like it's a keyboard and a couple of screens.
yeah, but they think of it as like, whoa,
because there's RGB lights.
Yeah, fucking get the kids in with their RGB lights. Come here. It's actually kind of terrifying how little
kids know about. It is basic tech.
Yeah, basic stuff.
Like if you put them down in front of a computer and you ask them to write out your name, write where you live, write who your mum and dad is on Word, they couldn't.
Yeah, they wouldn't even know how to find Word.
Yeah,
they wouldn't.
They wouldn't know how to do any of that.
That, and also definitely Google search. And you know what? I was talking to Megan about this the other day. You know, do you any of you guys remember that search engine, Ask Jeeves?
Ask Jeeves. Yeah.
I think that's what, because you know what there was? Because they were promoting it as if it was like you would ask genuine questions. But that's not how search engines work.
No, so you're asking like Jeeves, like, oh Jeeves, how old are you, mate?
Yeah.
Like, Jeeves, where are my keys?
Yeah, like I was, but then again, it came out whenever we were like, I think I was like 9 at the time. And I remember like, I thought it was like
a
bot.
Younger. I don't know.
I didn't understand it was like. I didn't understand it was just like a Google alternative.
Yeah.
That's ironically what I thought. I thought it was like.
So did I. Well, the adverts were a bit misleading though.
Yeah, they were. I don't know if Ask Jeeves was like a thing anywhere else, bar the UK, but it was like it was just bad at marketing. Not gonna lie.
It's just a new generation. This was a 10-year-old kid's response to me during a conversation about his inappropriate comments. So my elementary kids will continue making rape jokes, sex noises.
Oh my god!
And loudly talk about.
What are
and I better get used to it because that's how kids are now.
Honestly,
I chose elementary for a reason. I didn't sign up to deal with that. Also, can we recognise how sad it is that most kids no longer have an innocent childhood past about the 2nd grade?
Yeah, that's absolutely appalling. Who's promoting this type of stuff? Who is it that is trying to promote all this type of you guys know what I'm saying. You guys get what I'm trying to get at here.
I legitimately, up until like the age, I must have been 10, 11.
Yeah.
I still called it a front bum and a back bum.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Front bum and a back bum.
Oh my god. Look, definitely.
Like, why?
I'm gonna argue again. Like, this is media in general. I definitely do think kids are being there's some really weird shit on, like everyone remembers that Elsagate stuff. YouTube is like you shouldn't let kids.
It's leaping with it.
You shouldn't let kids on social media unsupervised, and honestly, you shouldn't even have them on social media. If I be honest with you, it's better off maybe not. You need to remember how underdeveloped the human brain is at that age group, and how much that they just cannot handle. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people our age. Look at even like people our age that got like fucking derangement syndrome from like Trump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people that are like Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, he's kind of a bit of a dick, not gonna lie, but at least he's funny from time to time. You know what I mean? At least like as far as politicians went, I mean, some of his tweets were kind of funny, not gonna lie.
I know. Like my friend the other day, she asked me about Elon. She's like, "Do you like Elon?" And I was like,
"Yeah,
he's fucking funny."
Yeah, I think he's funny. Like,
and she's like, "Do you actually like him?" And I was like, "No, wait, he's just a boomer with internet access and memes.
Yeah.
Like, what are you on about?" And she's like, "Well, it's like how James supports Trump." And I was like, "Here, hold on. James does not support Trump." I was like, James laughs at Trump.
I think it's funny, alright?
And he laughs at the people who are moaning about Trump.
Yeah, like,
I said that's the difference.
Like, what's the harm in... And again, it's like, they destroy my democracy! Like, let's just keep going. I'm not getting into politics. This fucking video's enough.
We like laughing at people seething.
Yeah. See this sort of stuff, it actually just makes me depressed. I thought this would be an interesting take on a Reddit cringe video. It means we didn't have to do anything about...
cocks.
Oh, I'm so fucking...
So fucking dumb with cocks.
I like, honestly...
I live with one.
Fuck you.
Are you joking?
Okay, well, suck my dick. Fuck this.
The insult.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, like, I don't know. I thought this would be a different take on it, something a bit different, something a bit more unusual. And honestly, like, you know, imagine if you knew that the worst teacher you've ever had was also a louder. You know exactly. Like, and you know, find out at least some of them probably are.
Yeah.
Like, you know, let's just not try and
the
kid
fact
ourselves.
that the people who are now my age are teaching children terrifies me.
Oh no! Yeah, it does.
Terrifies
and again, back to an earlier point. I feel like that is why you're going to have a lot of kids laugh and point fun at a lot of the more progressive aspects in this day-to-day society. Because again, would you believe that kids don't want to act like the people above them? You know what I mean? They want to rebel.
Really? They don't want to listen to authority figures?
You mean?
What did we do whenever we were young guys?
Do you not mean?
Come on.
The funny thing is, teenage rebellion.
Ask emo 13-year-old me what I done whenever I was.
Yeah.
Why I dressed like that.
Did you cry and slide down a wall?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Yeah.
Twice.
Oh my god.
Tear my heart up, still joy.
Please make the pain stop. Honestly, I think I really do fear for the future, and I think COVID lockdowns was one of the worst things to ever happen to a developing society.
Who control the children, control the future.
Megan, I mean, it's true though.
It's true.
It is very true, and I think there's a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, we're very hyper progressive, we're this, we're that, and they just don't understand that kids
But keep an eye out on I don't know what's still going. Worldstar still going?
I don't know if Worldstar.
I know, probably be on TikTok me fighting Aussie's teachers.
yeah. like
some weird filter over the top of it.
Yeah. A deep fat fry.
Hearts.
Yeah.
We all have eyelashes on.
Yeah. Or no, what's the big potato one or some shit, or like, you know, the face inverts, or what was the old one, the dog, wasn't it?
The dog filter, yeah.
The dog filter.
That's too boomer now.
Is that boomer now?
Snapchat's boomer.
Is Snapchat boomer now?
They don't use Snapchat.
No, your wee niece asked me if I had Snapchat, sure. So I don't know, I think they do.
It's only because her ma has Snapchat.
Do you think so? Is that why?
Yeah, because she uses Snapchat quite a bit.
Oh, right, okay, well that makes sense. Look, guys, I think that's where we're going to end it. I don't know where to go. Kickstarter, it exists. Honestly, you know what? Tell us about your horrible fucking teacher experience, and we'll do a video on that. And I'm sure we could. We've got more than enough horrible. You got a teacher to say sorry to you. Yeah. Our head of year forced this teacher to say sorry, and then she tried to like bribe you with like
strawberry bonbons
when you're like fucking 15,
and he was like, she doesn't want them.
So like, if you want to hear any stories about that, leave your ones down below, and we'll tell you some of our more juicier topics that. Well, like, you know, the thing is, I couldn't tell you about the times I got expelled because, like, you know...
No, you weren't expelled.
No, I wasn't expelled. I was suspended. Sorry, I was suspended.
Because we'd have, like, a 4.5 hour long video
about
that.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, I got suspended quite a few times. Well, not eternally suspended. Like, what am I saying? My head's...
Internally or externally?
Both.
Both,
yeah. So, like, you know... Anyway, look, guys, talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out the Kickstarter. Let us know about your horrible teachers, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!